So, what is the secret to business success? This is something that we all want to know. We're trying to figure out that secret sauce to be more successful with our creative businesses. So, I did a live stream earlier with my one of my clients, and she is a personal finance channel, and she was talking about like crucial lessons that she's learned about money that has kind of like transformed her life. She gives really good advice. I love her channel and I learned a lot from it. But she was doing it with two other guests and they got on this topic of mindset. And when we got on this topic, I really felt something. And that's why I wanted to make this video. And it really, like after the live stream, it really had me just thinking and reflecting on just my journey in not just business, but in life. And like, thinking back to certain points where nothing was going my way and where I felt stuck and I wasn't achieving any of my goals, and like then also thinking of when I started doing better in life and achieving my goals and taking risks and starting businesses and side hustles and really improving my life, and just thinking like what was that change that really helped me to start doing these things and for me to start achieving my goals, not just in business but in life. Like what was that turning point for me, and that thing for me that really made a difference, and I think it still makes a difference so much with me just continuing to improve in life in all aspects, not just business. And I credit a lot of that to my mindset. And back to the live stream, in this live stream they talked a lot about mindset. They even touched on manifestation and just a lot of like you become what you think. Mindset is, I think it's one of those core like principles of having a solid foundation, not in just business, but for people who really want to achieve things in life. It's like it's part of that foundation that you have to have that thing. You have to have a strong, you just have to have the right mindset if you want to see any kind of success. And even after the live stream, we were talking a little bit and we were talking about like how you could have all the tools, like you're trying to achieve something, maybe you want to start a business, whatever it is. But if you don't have the right mindset, you can't do that thing, right? You could have all these tools at your disposal, but that main thing that has to be right is your mindset, or it's just not going to work. And I think from just my experience, this applies a lot to business of, speaking from my perspective of just focusing so much on just those daily business tasks like marketing and websites and learning different softwares, all these different things. And it's like those things are great and they can help your business. But at a certain point when I was, trying new businesses and side hustles and things like that, yeah, I was good at some of that stuff, but I didn't have the right mindset. Like there were times where I didn't even believe in myself, right? I didn't even have a positive outlook, a positive mindset, and truly believing that I could achieve this thing that I wanted to achieve. So I feel like at that point, you've already failed in a sense because you don't even have belief in yourself and what you're doing. I think belief is having that belief in yourself when you're striving for something, I think is very important, right? I think that belief dictates a lot of the moves that you make. And if you don't necessarily believe in yourself, you're probably not going to make the best decisions and have just the right growth mindset when it comes to your business. Not only, is mindset just about belief, and it's not all about belief. It's even like being able to overcome things, like just your thoughts on even like failure, like when you try things in business and you fail, or maybe you've been at something for a couple of months and you just keep failing at it. And I think if you don't have the right mindset, it's going to be hard to continue that path. That's why you see some people, they'll start something and then they fail a couple times and then they quit. And I think that's because part of the reason is they don't have the right mindset. They don't have that resilience in that drive to keep going and to keep trusting the process and switching that failure of not looking at it as a negative thing, right? Failure is, in a sense, is growth, right? If you're failing at something, that means that you're probably getting out of your comfort zone or you're taking a risk at something. I think failure is actually a good thing, right? I wouldn't even, just thinking back, reflecting back, like I wouldn't even have achieved a lot of the things that I have achieved if I never did the thing before and failed at it, right? So like even with the photography business, right? I say we failed at it, but a lot of good came from that. That was a learning experience that taught me so much. It taught me so much about business and all the different elements that go into running a legit business and how much work it takes, right? How to deal with customers and clients, how to price my services, right? How to create a great experience with your clients. I learned so much from business outside of just these skills. I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about my mindset and what it takes to succeed in business. I truly believe that mindset is everything. And once you can really start to learn more about yourself and develop a better mindset, you're going to see more success in whatever you're doing. I don't care what anyone says, right? Because a lot of the stuff that we're even doing, like business, almost a lot of things in life are mental. Think about it. Like even professional athletes, right? You may think a lot of what they do is physical, right? All this training and just all this physical ability and all these different things. But I think a big part of just being a great athlete is your mindset. Think about how strong a professional's athlete, their mindset has to be. Like, think of all the even like criticism that they take. Like, you got to have some kind of strong mindset to be able to endure all those different things that athletes go through. Because I truly feel like, especially like the most popular athletes, you have like LeBron James, athletes like him, like they deal with a lot, man. As far as like online and people saying things and not just I'm saying not just in the physical things that they do and how hard it is physically. I think mentally it's even harder than probably the physical stuff. So if you are in business or you're thinking about starting a creative business, maybe you want to start something next year or start a photography business or whatever it is, prioritize your mindset and consistently work on your mindset. I truly think that we are what we think, right? Even I didn't even necessarily like really used to believe in manifestation, but it's something that I started to kind of dabble in it a little more. And I'm like, man, I think manifestation is real. I think that stuff matters when you're manifesting this thing that you want to achieve. You're thinking about it. You start to become this thing, right? And just speaking this thing out, putting it out there to the universe. You've seen me say things on the channel, and that was purposely because I think by saying these things out loud and putting them in the world is helping me believe in that thing that it's possible that I can achieve it. I think those little things are very powerful and they really make a difference, right? Just saying to yourself, I'm manifesting this 100K year in business. This is actually something that I want to achieve next year. It's one of my goals is to make 100K plus with my creative business. And I know some people may hear that and be like, no way he's going to do that. Or some people probably don't believe it, but I believe it. And it's something that I've been working on my mindset, speaking this into existence, believing that I can do this. I know that I can do it. I just have to show up and work at it. right? And continue working on my mindset in that process. Because a big part of that goal that I want to achieve is I have some income streams that are really working for me, but I think one of the steps that I need to take to get there is to raise my prices even more. And I think I talked about this in one of my recent videos. In that's some mindset work, right? Pricing is me and my wife talk about it. It's a lot of mindset goes into it. And she recently raised her prices with her job, and it was something that she was kind of struggling with, like the mindset portion of it. And we talked about it a lot. We've been talking about pricing a lot, and me just explaining to her like it's a lot of mindset work and believing that you're worth this amount, right? That's the first step it takes to charging that amount. You have to truly believe that you're even worth it. How can you charge an amount when you don't even believe in that amount? You see what I'm saying? Like, so the first step is just believing in your worth and that you're worth that amount. I think that's the first step when it comes to pricing stuff. So yeah, that's just something I wanted to share with y'all. Like I said, when I was on that live stream and we started to get into that mindset portion, and man, some gems were dropped, and I really felt something from that, and it just really had me reflecting. And this is the message that came in my mind, and I wanted to get on camera. But leave a comment. Let me know what you think about mindset. Is it has changing your mindset helped you achieve more in life? Is it something that you're currently working on? Is it something that you're struggling with? Because it is something that my mindset wasn't always what it is now. It's something that it's like a muscle. You have to work it if you want it to grow. So leave your comments. Let me know if you got value from this. Drop it a like, subscribe to the channel. If you want to see more content, I'll see you on my next video. Peace.